lose the match yet, but the point is, when you play 10 matches and you play 10 draws, you get 10 points. If you play 10 matches, you win 5 and you lose 5, you get 15 points. So Kotoko can be losing. Asfo can boast of being unbeaten, but when you lose 5 and you win 5, you get 15. 10 draws give you 10 points. So I prefer to lose 5 and win 5 than to, this is the arithmetic. To me, I disagree. The point.
And Bill, you'll find that when it comes to matches of Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko, and Accra Folk, they are one of the most attended or patronized, right?
Yes.
But it's not something that's equal across match venues, right?
Indeed, indeed.
And the Sports Authority wants to do something about
yes,
it. What so far has Ampofankra been doing?
So, of course, he was asked about it, and he did mention that he started engaging the sports minister to understand the demographics and the patterns when it comes to fan attendance and how to improve on it. And of course, a lot of eyes will definitely be on the Super Clash as well, because there is that factor of that game being the most patronized. But of course, there is that need to improve fan attendance across all venues. And Ampofoɔ Ankrah spoke about it when asked about it.
Yes, we're still engaging with the Honourable Minister, because we found there's a new pattern of fans where if it's the Black Stars, you have a different, demography when it's the Ghana Premier League, when it's women's football, when it's domestic non-football events. So we're trying to put all this together, which will give us a fairer idea of exactly what to do in order to maintain it, upgrade, and also encourage more people to attend, and then that would help in also maintaining our facility.
Ampofoɔ Ankrah, aka Terminator. But it also means that we need to look forward to that, certainly.
Yes, definitely.
Having match venues being filled across, not just having scanty people just sparsely occupying the seats.
But I called him Terminator.
That was his name in the school days.
Really?
Yes.
You went to school with him?
No, I knew some friends who went to school with him. Got aka Terminator.
When I see him, I'll call him that.
Tell him I said that he was called Terminator in school. But that's by the way. But a lot happened. The Champions League.
Yes, Chelsea shockingly drew with Karabakh. There was
I was surprised.
Yeah, very surprised. Oh, as a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I was watching the match when it was 1-1. I said, of all teams, Karabakh. You should have won. You should have won. But there was also Barcelona who drew them. But yeah, those were the highlights of that Chelsea versus Karabakh game. Karabakh. Okay, so take us through some results.
Yeah, so Karabakh drew 2-2 with Chelsea. Pafos defeated Villarreal by a goal to nil. Man City defeated Dortmund 4-1. Inter defeated Caira 2-1. Leverkusen defeated Benfica 1-0. Club Brugge drew 3-3 with Barcelona. Galatasaray defeated Ajax 3-0. Atalanta defeated Marseille 1-0. And Newcastle defeated Athletic Club by 2-0.
Wow.
So there's also some boxing updates. It was announced by the National Sports Authority that...
I thought that's a ban.
There was a ban.
Oh, there was?
There was.
It's been lifted?
It's been lifted.
Okay.
As of today.
So
officially.
When do we have the first event?
So we've seen flyers going around. Sharaf Mohammed's Productions. Okay. They do have an event this December. Okay. But a very huge boxing event this December. So I think it's one to look forward to. Maybe the likes of the former boxer Ite Powers can have his event as well, because I mean he was preparing for his event before the ban came about. So maybe he can have his events too.
We'll see how that goes for everyone else. But you can get the latest sports headlines. And, you have to go to our socials, right?
Yes, our socials at 3sportsgh. That is on X, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And also for more long-form content, it is on YouTube. And on the website at www.3news.com/sports.
That's Bill Shen, the reigning Swag Sports Journalist of the Year. Wishing you all the blessings.
You too.
Now, if you want to look smart and fashionable, visit any Woodin boutique nationwide today. And Woodin is offering an amazing collection of authentic African fabrics, all ready to wear, coming in beautiful designs and colors for both men and women. Now, with Woodin, you can get to be creative and versatile with your design. So be confident. Also get to show off how truly African you are in Woodin. So go to any Woodin boutique near you today And when you get there, please get to choose from their trendy products. And those products are meant to complement your unique style. Follow them on social media. Within Fashion is always available for you, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, among many others. They are always available for you. Within Le Créateur. We're taking a break. When we come back, we have everybody else right here in the studio, including Easy Paints representative telling us about how you need to make sure those moisture on your walls are removed. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Join the conversation on the next wave of financial innovation beyond mobile money.
And when you watch that, you know that the next dialogue is up next, and it's happening tomorrow, of course, organized by the Digital Foundation Africa, and yes, the Africa Digital Festival. And the dialogue, the second edition of that dialogue, we've already done two. The first was on media, and the second one coming up tomorrow is Fintech. Yes, and we're joined in the studio by Kofi Sam Foster. Yep. He's the Chief Vision Officer with Digital Foundation Africa. Yes. Good morning to you, sir. It's great to have you.
Good morning.
Yes, if you can first tell us really, I mean, we heard a bit of that in the promo.
Yeah.
What is this mobile money adoption that really Ghana has to take seriously, which will be one of the things that will feature tomorrow?
Yeah. So the theme for tomorrow's discussion is about mobile money and beyond. And mobile money, as you know, Ghana has been one of the leaders continentally. It started from Kenya, Ghana adopted it. Then I would say we have actually scaled it more.
Okay.
And one of the continental leaders. So we are saying mobile money is not enough. There are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of next frontier. So mobile money cannot be the frontier now. Mobile money has become the foundation. And so we are opening up, this conversation is all about exploring the new frontiers, where we believe mobile money is leading most of these fintech organization or revolution to. And we are looking at the likes of embedded finance, because mobile money right now is not about sending money and receiving money.
Because I experienced that with M-Pesa in Kenya.
Yes, M-Pesa. Yes. Because they are actually the leaders when it comes to mobile money, because that's how it started. Then by M-Pesa, Safaricom. Then mobile money, MTN also came in with their mobile money agenda, which has taken all over. So we believe mobile money is a foundation, has become a foundation for a lot of opportunities to open within the fintech ecosystem. So from the likes of embedded finance, from AI-driven financial inclusion, from digital credit scoring and digital identity.
Okay, give us more details of that, because now you're saying that this is not enough.
Yes.
So just tell us what we should be preparing for, really, in terms of, I think these things that you're mentioning.
Yeah, so see, mobile money is, as I said, it's not just about sending and receiving money, but has opened a lot of opportunities for embedded finance. Has opened a lot of opportunities.
What is embedded finance?
So embedded finance is basically, I'll be on a platform, I want to sell my goods, but I might not be able to get the money, or for example, like what MTN is doing with the quick loan. You could apply. That's for the credit aspect. But embedded finance is when I'm on a platform trying to do transactions and maybe my money is not enough, but automatically on the platform, I can qualify for an amount of money I don't need to go to the bank. So it's embedded into the platform that I'm using or the app that I'm using. So that's more like the financing, the embedded finance aspect, where we are using digital credit scoring to see, okay, Kofi does a lot of transactions on mobile money or any of their platforms. And so he might qualify for ABCD. So you don't need to go to the bank to apply for a loan. Based on the applications that you're actually using, you could qualify for a micro loan on that. So that's basically an aspect of the embedded finance.
Okay, and then you talked about credit scoring as well.
So credit scoring, I think for now, most of the companies in Ghana are doing that. A typical example is mobile money, MTN mobile money, that people qualify for loans. So they do that based on the number of calls you are making, based on the number of data you are buying, based on a whole lot of stuff. So credit scoring is seeing how best somebody will qualify for a particular facility, a loan or something like that. So based on the data collection, how you are making use of the platform, that is.
I know that banks outside of the country do that, which
yeah.
is why they can choose to give this person a loan or not.
Exactly.
So in the mobile money network, how does that work, and trying to bring it to our part of the world?
As I said, the number of times you are buying data, you're buying airtime, you're making calls, it shows that you're active on the platform. It shows that you are able to make use of whatever resources on the network. And so you are entrusted to maybe you qualify for 50 Ghana cedis for a start. If they give you the money, you're able to pay on time. You don't default. That qualifies you for another opportunity for a higher facility. So based on how you are making use of the platform, they use that to do the scoring, and you go. So
you have, please terminate that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have the likes of Fido and Co doing the same thing in that ecosystem. There's MTN doing that because at least they are the biggest telco in the country and they have a lot of subscription. I'm using more than one network, or which is even MTN. I'm using more than one SIM, like 2 or 3. And most of these, because my name is there, I use my Ghana card because that also open up opportunity for digital identity. Because I'm going to use that to make sure. They are going to use my Ghana card, and the number of times I use this thing to score me. So let's say I can qualify for 3,000 Ghana cedis based on the number of transactions that I'm doing on my mobile money network, based on the number of calls that I'm doing that. So all of these things are some of the new frontiers that most of the networks are already doing that, but we are trying to open up to see how people can actually capitalize on that, because this is going to help the agriculture people, it's going to help farmers, somebody in Sabzlugu, somebody in Mankesim doing farming, whatever it is. So that is opening up those opportunities to them.
Yeah, it means there's going to be a lot of education as well, because there are people you want to send mobile money, they will say, no, don't send because I owe MTN.
Exactly.
And that could affect your credit scoring. But briefly, if you can tell us, who are those speaking and why really we should participate, where and what time? Okay, so we have the likes of speakers from the Bank of Ghana coming to talk about the policy angle. We have other fintech innovators from Paystacks. We have other digital financial services experts in that ecosystem. They are all coming to. So we've done a creation of speakers from different angles for them to come share ideas in that space. Well, Kofi Foster, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. And he is Chief Vision Officer, Digital Foundation Africa, of course, organizing the Africa Digital Festival. And we're having the second dialogue under that tomorrow, right here at Media General, the Executive Theatre. But I want you to watch this.
Nana Poku is Director, Technical Services, the Ghana Ice Commission. He's here. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Dr.
sir.
Fred Nana Poku. Dr.
Yes,
Poku.
Yes.
You're well? Great.
Are not able to stem the tide of new infections in the country.
How many are they?
Currently, 2024, there were over 15,290.
Is that alarming?
That is alarming. We are seeing some slight changes in it, but it is not dropping that much. This goes to about 52 infections a day, which is too much. And unfortunately as well, we're having the youth also being infected. In fact, about 30%, more than about 31% of these new infections arose from the youth 15 to 24 years. This is also alarming.
What's causing the infection among young people?
The primary mode of transmission of HIV is through sex, any kind of sex.
Yeah, but what's driving that appetite for having sex without protection or etc.?
People are taking risky behaviors. People are looking for, pleasures that are unwanted. People are selling sex because of economic gains. People are craving for material things, especially the youth, and not using the protection that are supposed to be used. Condoms use is on the decline. In fact, when you look at
they make the decision not to use it?
Absolutely. When you look at the 2024 Demographic Health Survey report that came up in 2022, it shows that risky behaviors among people in Ghana generally is on the rise. In fact, 15% of men in the ages between 15 to 49 are involved in risky sexual encounters. This had increased from 10% from 2008. So it's increasing. And unfortunately, whilst this is increasing, use of condoms, which is protective, at least for STIs and HIV, has rather dropped. Hitherto, it was about 50% use of condoms. Now it has dropped to 30%. So these two things, it's inimical to the cause of HIV and STIs. So infections are going up.
Yeah. So, Richard, at what point in time is there the need for, or is there at all that sort of education that is needed, not only for those who get infected, but those that they interact with, because they have to have maybe sexual encounters or some form of encounters that could possibly be at risk of infection?
You know what the thing is? Among the youth, there's this decline of HIV education. Even with a current research that we did, that is the Digital Health and Rights Project, we realized that there has been a decline in the youth talking about HIV, prevalence, HIV prevention, HIV treatment and support, even on social media. This is because of the kind of technology facilitated abuse they encounter on social media. Somebody would not be living with HIV, but the person might be propagating that agenda of protect yourself when you're having sex, when you are indulging in unprotected activities. but somebody somewhere will comment and ask you, why are you so much interested in HIV? Are you a person living with HIV? So it draws that person back for not to propagate that agenda of good behaviors when it comes to sexual activities, and also with all these stuff that Dr. Nana Poku has mentioned. Indeed, the youth are actually looking for pleasures that are unimaginable, but that education from junior high school to the university should continue on. We shouldn't decline it. It is up to us to actually take up that mandate of educating all these people.
But Richard, I thought social media is supposed to be an enabler, as they call it in technology terms, by way of the terms. It's supposed to be an enabler, which becomes the barrier to be able to send messages across platforms that could reach the demographics that we're talking about. He makes mention of 30% plus of those infections between the ages of 15 and 24 years. Very much young people, Gen Zs and all that. So why is that a barrier? Why have we not been able to do that, use that technology to be able to do the engagement? Is it because of funding? Because of
funding is one, and also that issue of technology facilitated abuse. Young people tend to be attacked.
Trolls.
Exactly.
In technology,
so I'm somebody who uses my blog for HIV education a lot, but sometimes the comment I receive, are you a person living with HIV? Why are you so much interested in HIV issues? It is up to us to let these young people driving that cause of HIV advocacy on social media get to understand that put the backlash behind you. This is for an agenda to actually reduce the new infections among the youth. Indeed, the bigger part of the infection is among the youth, but it is up to the youth to educate one another so that we see this decline in the figures.
Dr. Poku, so what's the strategy? Director for Technical Services.
Yes.
What's the strategy now to combat this? Because complaining alone on TV will not wash.
It is something that we are really looking at it aggressively.
You are?
Yes.
You look like you are battling it.
You are not, you see.
How do we have everybody on board? I mean, from your experience and point of view.
So we're looking at it from different angles. First of all, we think that the youth themselves could be agents of change. So we are trying to get ambassadors, youth ambassadors, who will lead the campaigns.
As influencers and all that.
As influencers and all that. We have engaged very influential people who are known and are within the youth circles, who have a lot of followers to be engaged in messaging on HIV and AIDS. Apart from that, we think that youth-focused organizations should at least have some amount of HIV projects, irrespective of whatever their core mandates are. And to facilitate that, we have developed a guidance document. So we have developed a framework document that is going to educate and help organizations, irrespective of your core mandate, so far as you are working in the area of youth, to bring on board some aspect of HIV into your projects. People sometimes want to do things on HIV. They don't know where to start, how to start, which organizations to contact. So this document that we have developed will be launched before the end of the month.
Okay, how do we actualize or action them, so to speak? Do you think, so we have good document, Ghana, we have nice strategies, etc. Implementation becomes a problem. And I know for HIV combat education, funding is very key. If you want somebody to be an influencer or be preaching the message, you need to, something has got to give. There's always an opportunity cost for something. What do you think? What do you think we need to do?
So, Roland, you see, behind the figures that we always bring out, there are faces to them. There are people who are actually ready to take up that cause to be HIV advocates aside being influencers. It is up to the Ghana AIDS Commission to enroll NAPLAS Ghana into this implementation because we tell the story as to how we live with the virus much more than somebody who has to learn that manual to actually give out that story. Among persons living with HIV, our needs are different, but propagating the agenda to bring down the new infection can start from us because it takes a person living with HIV to actually transmit the virus to somebody. So if you let this person living with HIV understand that you transmitting the virus to somebody, it's a cardinal sin. It tells you, yes, I am doing something that is actually wrong. Then you are, in one way, educating the person to actually decline, to help decline this new infection. So that person actually becomes an ambassador of himself and also an ambassador to others. This actually...
In your interaction, those living with HIV, do they get the ARVs or are they willing to go for treatment?
So that is also another challenge when it comes to a person testing positive to HIV to actually go for the ARVs. It's also part of the stigma and discrimination surrounding persons living with HIV. The person can test positive to HIV, put on treatments, but along the line, the person can stop due to issues of stigma and discrimination. So for ARVs are there for every person living with HIV, and it's accessible to all persons living with HIV as well.
Okay. Doc, so now we have to embark on this. When do you hope to actualize these plans, to have these engagement consistently, etc.?
No, it starts from today.
Okay.
I mean, we have started, but as you rightly said, funding had remained a big challenge. But we have been working round the clock to go around this obstacle.
Okay.
We have a sustainability plan, and we are working on it, and we're going to ensure that we have adequate funding to support our programs. We, as I said, we're going to engage the youth. And I like the point he had brought up, getting the persons living with HIV
as part
involved.
of
Yes, because nothing without us. It's a very good slogan which helps in driving the cause of people who really are infected or who are those involved in the response. So we will ensure that we bring on board more people. But there are other nuances to all that, and we have to really take care and make sure that we solve all that.
In the world of medicine, is there a drug that's available for you to prevent, so to speak? Okay. Is it widespread? Is it available?
It is not
on the mass
readily
market?
available.
Okay.
Currently, we have lenacapavir, which is a capsid inhibitor. It's a new drug on the block. It's not currently in Ghana, but in other countries.
By way of the distribution, or no approval? Is it by way of the distribution or approval?
We've not even had the approval from FDA yet, and we have not had the distribution. But we are working on it. We have written some proposals to very important organizations, Unitaid and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and all that, to see whether we can have access to it. And it's also quite expensive, but there is opportunity for us to get them at a very reduced cost and to use it for the very high risk.
But private people, when they travel to Europe, can buy them, right?
Yes.
And come and use here. All right.
But Roland, there is also PrEP. PrEP? Yes.
Okay.
Pre-exposure prophylaxis is also available.
Okay. The prophylaxis are also available.
Yeah, that is lenacapavir is a prophylaxis. Yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you for passing. I hope that we can have you in the studio once again to talk about this, so that we can improve the engagement and the education as well. It's very critical and important for all the things that we do as a society and also an outlet as a media platform. Thank you very much. And that's Richard, as well as Dr. Poku, who is Director for Technical Services, Ghana AIDS Commission. And they've been through here, but it's also because the infection rates incrementally, especially for last year, have not been too nice. And too nice means I'm being nice. So 15,000 plus, and 30% plus of those infections are with persons between the ages of 15 to 24. That's scary, right? And the worst part is the behavioral pattern, the sexual behavioral pattern. They don't care if they have sex without protection. All right, not even being forced. And now they are trading for economic purposes the sex and putting their lives and others that they encounter at risk. All right, so you can get more of that as well on 3news.com, as well as our social media platform, TV3 Ghana. But we're grateful for the Ghana East Commission reps, as well as all those NGOs fighting to make sure we improve the education and the engagement, Richard representing as well. But we also have to tell you that if you're looking for a university that will prepare your child for the future, then Academic City University is that best choice for you. And at Academic City University, well, they do not just teach, they also nurture creators, innovators, and leaders who shape tomorrow's world. They offer undergraduate programs in engineering, computational sciences, business and communication arts degrees, and then they have this BSc in artificial intelligence and robotics engineering. And it's their first and only one of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, with world-class facilities at Academic City University, they also have industry experience faculty, students who do not just learn, but learn with the latest technology as they also get to create them. And for working professionals and young graduates, they also have got you covered with their MSc programs in cybersecurity and data science analytics, as well as their professional certification programs. At Academic City University, they have programs that are practical, relevant, and future-focused, and I tell you, they're calling on you today. So you can call them on the following line, 026-269-3870, or you can also visit their website, acity.edu.gh for more information. Remember, admissions currently are open, and so you can just visit the site and make sure, as they say, going by their accolade, Academic City University, make your mark. We want to do a draw before we bring you some birthdays for the morning. All right, so the number winning is 02. Okay, sorry for that. And then let's do some birthdays quickly, as quickly as possible. Let's do some birthdays. Okay, we have the mega jackpot. It will be on tomorrow, Friday the 7th of November, and 20,000 Ghana cedis to be shared among 3 people, and then other consolation winnable credits for you. So the first to second draw, 5,000 Ghana cedis each, and then we have the final third, taking home 10,000 Ghana cedis, all happening tomorrow. Let's quickly do some birthdays. All right, so celebrating your birthday today is Gloria Edem Ablasari of Star Royal International School. God bless you abundantly. Coming from myself, Philippine, your mom, dad, Michael, and your auntie Delight, as well as your cousins, Davina, and Keynes, who is your brother as well. And look, everybody else loves you, including your grandma and everybody. Gloria, have a happy birthday. Charles Oforio Bobi, cheers to greater heights. Happy birthday to you. Mavis Uku from Eric right here. Have a blessed day. Richard Kumado from Prince Henry Kofodio. Happy birthday to you, Richard Kumado. Mrs. Sandra Diamasi from your husband Lawrence and the children. Happy birthday, Sandra. Simon Abakwe Abe from your wife and children. Happy birthday to you, Simon. Pastor Prophet Charles D. Haruna from Eric, wishing you a blessed birthday. DSP Ibrahim Okai, Ghana Police Service Protocol Unit, from the protocol staff, wishing you all the best. I love the pose. Joshua, assuming cheers to greater heights or greatness. Sorry, but you're celebrating your birthday. Sorry, the name is the same. Vida Django of GT Bank from Nel Sadai. Happy birthday, Vida. Raymond Danso of GT Bank. Happy birthday to you as well. Is from the Fabulous 14. And happy birthday, Nel Sadai, from everybody else who loves you, your family and friends. Happy birthday, Nels. Edith from Emmanuel Frames. Happy birthday to you. Mrs. Martha Doke from your husband, Dr. Victor Doke as well. Happy birthday. Kofi Sami Smart, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Mrs. Felicia Jemfi, age with grace, happy birthday. Mrs. Sandra Boachiyadon Bosu, of CBC Kanishi branch, is from your husband, children, and all the best to you. Millicent of Achim Sechre, cheers to greatness, from Collins. Sylvester, Brian, happy birthday to you from your friends and family. Enjoy your day. Clara, Yayan Ketsia. Okay, Clara Yayan Ketsia, Deputy Director, Ghana Tourism Authority, from your family and colleagues at the Ghana Tourism Authority, Clara. Nane Kriya, age with grace, happy birthday to you. Nice. All right, and as it is, let me say good morning to you. Lawyer Seth Doe, great guy. Wishing you all the best for the day and all those who are part of growing some of the best talents in Ghana. And Beatrice Edu, Eddie Joy, doing you great.
Yes.
We'll have to call it a morning.
Call it a morning, indeed.
We'll be back same time tomorrow.
Tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Bye.